My husband was really pissed when he came home, and he told me that he couldn't believe how much of an asshole I had been. I said that he was an asshole for not inviting me to his dinners when his brother's assos got to go. My husband said that the decision to invite was between him and his family, and I should respect it. Update. This week has been a bit crazy, but I feel like I made enough progress to justify an outtake. Here's what's happened. Your comments gave me the confidence to confront my husband about why I wasn't invited, and I wouldn't settle for a cagey answer. I asked him about it calmly, and he said something like, "Oh, it's just the family decision." I said, "I'm your family." "Oh, I deserve to know why." He said some very vague stuff like, "Well, you just don't fit in as well as everyone else," and I asked him what that meant. He couldn't really explain it. I was thinking about how a lot of you were concerned about the racial dynamics of my relationship. Personally, I had never thought much about it. No one in his family has ever made a racist comment toward me or toward anyone else. But I wanted to cover my bases, so I asked my husband if I was excluded because I was half black. My husband said, and I quote, "No, it's not because of that. You know I don't care about that." The way he said it implied that someone cared. So I asked who cared. He said nobody. I asked if it was his mom who cared, and he hesitated and said maybe. After a long conversation of prodding him, here's the story I eventually got. His mom is not a fan of me. My race might factor into it, but he said it's also my personality and my political beliefs and the fact that we went to my parents' house on Christmas Day the first year we started dating. His mom told him that he should think about finding someone who suited him better, and she encouraged him to take some time away from me. She said the family dinners would be a great opportunity for him to be with his family, where he fit in. I was invited sometimes because the dinners weren't always an excuse to get away from me. But some of them were. I was obviously devastated after hearing that. But it also felt good to finally hear an explanation. I asked him if he thought he needed even more space from me. He didn't even have time to answer before I went into the bedroom and started packing some clothes. I've been staying at my sister's house for a few days now. I haven't contacted my husband. I'm giving him his space. We'll probably end up separating or getting a divorce, but right now it's too early to tell. This was so hard to type out, but everyone was so supportive and I felt like I owed it to you all. Thank you again for your kindness.